City of Stevens Point Personnel Committee meeting, recorded November 13, 2023.
The Personnel Committee is called to order at 6:06. Would you please take the roll?
Yes. Alder Shore?
Here.
Alder Broderick? Here. Alder Lang?
Here.
Alder Plassance?
Here.
Alder Burr? Here.
And item 2 is selection of a chairperson. So again, Manager Prash, if you would do the honors for us. I mean, I wouldn't preside over this item.
No, I guess not. So, barring any objections, since Sandy's pretty unfamiliar, I'll take it if that's okay.
Okay.
Any objections? All right, because your chair person, Alder, had resigned, Alder Shore is the vice chair, or current vice chair, we need to start that selection process over. So the first item on the agenda is selection of a chairperson. And with that, I'll open the floor to nominations. Self-nomination is okay. Alder Plassance.
Nominate Alderman Shore.
Okay.
Thanks.
Is there any other nomination? They don't need a second, by the way. Any other nominations? Any other nominations? Are there any other nominations? Hearing none, I would accept a motion to close nominations and cast a unanimous ballot for Alderperson Shore as the new chair of personnel. That I need a motion.
You got nodding heads.
So moved. Plassance second. So motion by Lang, second by Plassance. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Mr. Chairman, the floor is yours.
Thank you. The third item is selection of a vice chair. I'll go ahead and make the first nomination of Alder Burr.
Oh.
You didn't see that coming, did you? Although if you thought about it, you might. Any other nominations? Any other nominations? The floor is still open for nominations for the position of vice chair of the committee.
I was going to nominate Sam or Alder Lang.
Ooh. Okay. So this will be the third and final call for nominations, right?
Sure, that'll work.
Once more, are there any other nominations for the position of vice chair? Hearing none, how should we conduct the ballot?
I think a show of hands would be appropriate.
Okay.
First of all, we want to make sure both are okay with the nomination.
Oh,
Sure.
I would be in support of Burr to be our.
So then, if
so
you say you're not,
two choices. You either reject the nomination or vote for her.
yeah, we should have probably asked that. Are you withdrawing?
Yes.
Okay, so then,
I move that we, by unanimous consent, approve the selection of Alder Burr as vice chair. Is there a second? Seconded by Alder Broderick. Thank you. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? It is unanimous.
there you go.
The fourth item is a request to increase the position of production specialist from 32 to 40 hours. Do you want to?
Sure.
Yeah.
We are looking at succession planning in the community media department. Currently, our production specialist works 32 hours a week with the potential of retirement coming up in the near future. We are asking that the committee and council allow us to up those hours to 40. It is covered within the budget. We've discussed this with Comptroller Treasurer Laddick, and we are in good shape.
That sounds prudent with a potential retirement coming up. I would entertain a motion.
Motion to approve.
A motion from Alder
Well,
Burr.
now it's Vice-
Alder Burr.
now it's Vice Chair Burr.
Notwithstanding her nameplate. I have a second.
Second by Lang.
Second by Alder Lang. All those in favor of increasing those hours as recommended signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? And that is approved as well. There is a note on item number 5 to establish the level of compensation for the municipal court judge. Seems pretty self-explanatory. It also seems as if we are basically in more, the council is in more of a ratifying role since we're getting a recommendation from the court's oversight committee. I would entertain, are there any questions? Yeah.
Quick one. I see it's 3% each year. Does that include starting from right now? It would go to 3% for the upcoming, correct?
No. So, yeah, I'm sorry, Mr. Chair, if I may.
Yes, please.
Electeds have to have their salary set before they're elected, before the position is elected. Alderperson salaries are actually set for next year, so we don't have to consider alderperson salaries this year. But this is for the next term. So the term begins on May 1st of 2024. That is when the salaries would go up each year. May 1st of each year of the current or the next term of that judge. Does that make sense?
It does. How much is it going up from right now?
3%.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, I'm sorry. That was your question. Yes, 3% from this year to next year to the following, and so on.
Okay.
Every year is 3%.
And these are starting dates, not staring dates.
That's what happens when you don't have an assistant. That's all on me.
Cheap shot. No, and the cheap shot's on me. Now, I would entertain a motion.
I'd move to approve.
Motion from Alder Lang, seconded by Alder Plaisance. Wow, it's really testing our thinking tonight. Any further discussion or questions? Then I would, let's take a vote. All those in favor of the salary, setting these salary levels, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? That carries unanimously. And what time is it?
6:13.
And the Personnel Committee is adjourned at 6:13.